is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. It's hiding in the dark, its teeth are razor sharp. There's no escape for me, it wants my soul, it wants my heart. No one can hear me scream, maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's inside of me. Stop this monster. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I'm gonna lose control, it's something radical. I must confess that I feel like a monster.
White flag waves. Come on, Dino, bring it home. Dino can hear him yelling. He sees the checkered flag waving. He gets it done.
Works his way off turn number 4. Down here across the stripe. Jack hit. We'll get your win.
Clevenger wins at the Lanier National Speedway. Checkered flag wave. Give it to Putt Putt.
Final lap. Here we go. Drag race down the backstretch. Who's it going to be? They're so tight coming here off the lead. And it's going to be, holy crap, it's going to be Chris Thompson. Dean Reynolds down here through 3 and 4. Coming up off, looking good and clean. He will get the win here at Lernerville. Patrick Spangler working off a 4. He will get your win here tonight at Lanier. That 280 and Jeff Sharp trying to close in on the 72.
Get there, checkered flag wave. William Watson holds on.
Yo, 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 tune in, don't miss Shaggy TV, hit him with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. To the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
We are live here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. I'm Zach Chapman, aka Shaggy, and I'm here to bring you a little bit of Monday Night Madness here at the Lanier National Speedway. I don't believe this place actually runs races anymore. I believe it is retired. I guess would be the nice way of putting it. Let's go ahead. Let's set this up here. We'll put the best times on. Michael Vitale, you can see quickest man right now. Mike Brewer, P2. Putt Putt third. Banks, Watson, your top 5. Let's head over to the other one here. I haven't done this yet. You'll see they're all gray machines. They're on the inside. They'll be loading up one by one. So that's Ryan LZ in that 27 machine. Sam Bachman out there on the racetrack as well. It's quiet over here. A couple guys sitting on pit road. You see Chad Lackey getting ready to pull off here in that 6 machine. Let's go back over here. It was busy. It continues to be busy. See that 213 of Italian William Watson. Gonna do a little bit of racing here in practice. Why not? Warm it up. See Vitali, I mean, he's about full lane lower, maybe a little more there through the center of the corner there. It's about half. Because obviously Williams' car is kind of wedged out, so it's a little misleading. You know, front tires are a lot closer in line. I'll show you what I mean here. We'll go up top. And you'll see Tally, he's about a half a lane lower there. Now the full lane on exit. But those are, you know, when the rear end kind of flails out like that, it can lead you to believe here. Let's give you the opposite end of the spectrum. Nope. Okay, he goes way low this time, so we're not even going to really get to see it here. Maybe found a little moisture downstairs, though, which is something we'll want to keep in the back of his mind for qualifying. I think both drivers will, because Vitali, if he could run that line right now and float up against the wall, that's going to be trouble. That is going to be trouble here, because I think that arguably looks like the quickest way around right now. Let's see. Did anybody say anything on coast to coast yet? Nope. Quiet over there. Okay, 10-4. Let's see here. About a minute away from getting ready to go. Let's go back over here. This is Jeff Barker. The 513. We got Scott Thomason pulling out ahead, or maybe pulling off. Not too sure. Mike Stryker. Sam Bachman. There's 18 drivers are in here. We've been having B Main City all season. I'm not as surprised though, you know, with Lanier. It really is a love it or hate it kind of place. And I would say, you know, most people kind of hate it. One mistake out of a guy in front of you, some guy gasses it up a little too hard in the slick, or, you know, it's real easy to kind of get your race ruined here. So it's not something that, you know, you necessarily want to deal with, you know, because now obviously if Blake Chapman was here now, you know, he'd prove me wrong. He'd do it. He'd go where everybody else couldn't. But normally this place kind of will turn into that one lane racetrack where you either got to be on the bottom at X time, then you need to be up to the outside at X time. Now, the one difference here with your Gears Unlimited 358 modifieds, we should see a little more difference just because, well, setups are open. You know, guys can change the gearing, make adjustments here or there to try to get it to flow. And, I mean, you're probably seeing that here with this guy, Clay Christopherson, because when I clicked over to this room, I honestly expected this guy to be humming the bottom. But right now, rim riding here. I mean, he could almost slap the concrete there coming off. White flag, or white flag. Checkered flag waves on warm-ups. And we get ready to go qualifying. And I guess Trevor, you know, he's going to make me work. But he can't race tonight because he's got to watch Philly lose. I don't know why he's got to, you know, turn the game on to know Philly's going to lose. No reason. He could at least try to, you know, pick up a trophy on a night that his ex-favorite team loses as the green flag set to wave. Ryland Banks in the 76 here. Gonna lay the opening salvo. Let's see how quick it is. Purple through sector 1. Well, now that went away. You saw it went to Vitali, but now that's gone. Somebody else stole that. It's going to change real quick here on the opening laps for people. Banks. He must have kissed the wall. That lap did not count. So he kissed the wall somewhere that I missed. And Dino at the top of the charts. Vitali goes green-purple. Lackey now jumps up to quick time when we take the dang camera off him. Of course, camera shy in that 66 machine. Now, Sam Bachman, first time around, he's P4 right now as William Watson jumps. Sam Bachman not going to improve. Way too slow there off of 4. And Bachman going to fall back to P5 because Uncle Ronnie's man, Mike Brewer, drives up into the top 3. Can he find more? Awfully close to the wall. Not going to improve the time either way. All drivers have qualified. And you see it there. Lackey, Reynolds, Brewer, Watson, Bachman, your top 5. And well, with that, we'll get ready for your Gears Unlimited 358 modified heat race number 1. Should have 2 heat races here tonight. 9 cars apiece, I would think, but we'll wait. Wait for the final judgment. It may be 3-6. Nope. It is going to be 2 and 9. Either way. I mean, either way, that would have been good, I think. Can't really complain. 3-6, 2-9. Either way, it's fine. Rounding out the field for heat race number 1, the 207 of Terry Walters. Row 4 to the top shelf. The 099 of Billy Roberts to the inside. The 006 of the Doc, Mike Watson. Row 3 to the high side. The 066 of Mike Weeda to the inside. The 35 of Harold Klum. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 66 of Chad Lackey to the inside, the 390 of Mike Brewer. Should mention, too, that's a shame on me. Chad Lackey, your quick time. We do invert the top 4, so it's tough when you get the pole here sometimes. And have to see if Chad can upset it here. Maybe upset the apple cart, as they say. Get from 4th to 1st. But row 1 for heat race number 1 to the outside, the 007 of Sam Bachman. To the inside, starting on the pole, the 015 of the Missile, Mike Stryker. Steve King Foundation pace car set to pull off. Green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Heat race number 1 is underway. Side by side down the backstretch. Battle for first, battle for third, battles everywhere. I mean, just take a look on the screen. Nobody is safe right now. Bachman takes the early lead, though, going into 1. Now he's looking to have a little fun. Can he crack the whip and run away? Here comes Lackey on the outside, trying to tightrope. Can he get around the Missile? Mike Stryker. Mike trying to find a lane, but he's got Mike Brewer now coming to his outside. Stryker stuck on the bottom. Not the place to be right now, it seems like. And man, Brewer kisses that outside wall. That's going to allow Chad Lackey to Mike Stryker possibly shut the door. And he can't do it, not yet. Oh, you see Stryker get high and wide there. Big stack up. Oh, man, Brewer gonna get the worst of that, but big winner is the strut, Mike Guida. Welcome to that 4P4 spot. Well, now that I think about it, actually, everybody making the A main. So you're not necessarily fighting for that top 4. We're not going to have that B main I've been so used to seeing this season, but we are about to get our first white flag of the night. 1 lap left to play here for the 007, who continues to lead the way. But Chad Lackey, he's close. One mistake here by Bachman through 3 and 4, and Lackey may get there. Final time through 3, off of 4. Checkered flag waves, give it to Sammy B. Lackey, Clump, Weta, your top 4. Roberts, Watson, Stryker, Brewer, and Walters rounds out the field. You know, I didn't even notice. And I can't believe he decides, maybe because it's such a hard track. Hey, that's why he did it. But Clay never goes out and qualifies. Really cares. I mean, you see me make fun of it weekly. And he went out there and he nailed that invert spot. So he's going to start P1 in a heat. That doesn't happen too often. But we'll start at the tail end here. Running out the field, the 01 of Derek Bond. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 06 of Scott Thomason. To the inside, the 027 of Ryan Elsie. Row 3 to the high side, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker. To the inside, the 76 of Ryland Banks. Row 2 to the high side, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds. To the inside, the 23, my old teammate, Bart William Watson. And row 1 for heat race number 2, brought to you by Gears Unlimited. To the high side, the 213 of Michael Vitale. And starting on the pole, the 051 of Clay Christopherson. Steve King Foundation pace car will pull off this time by, and well, we'll get set to go. Let's watch this one from the stands here. As we take a look up at that sky, the green flag's high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Let's get a battle for the lead right away. What do you say? The 213 wouldn't have it any other way. Big run off the 2. He's got the point going into 3, but Putt trying to swing the hammer back. Not gonna work. Vitale leads lap 1. Dean Reynolds now trying to pick up the scraps, man. That dog is hungry on the outside, the 79. Looking to eat, moves on up the P2. Putt, trying to play nice there. He's got a teammate behind and a teammate to his outside. What does he do here? Does he shove the nose on Bart? Bart maybe leaves an opening. Too close to call. No, he floors it. Fills the gap, and now Putt. Gonna have to lick the paws here. He's gotta yield. He's gotta fall in line. But he continues to run on the inside of that 23. Not gonna make it work. No hay to bail down there. No money to make. Cross flags in the air. We're halfway. Michael Vitale on the point. But he's starting to get a little bit of pressure here from Dino. Dean Reynolds in that 79 machine, inching closer lap by lap. But he doesn't have a lot of sand in that hourglass left. Only 3 laps to play. Can he cut the gap down this time? Big send. Contact! Vitale able to hold on to it, keep it straight. Dino backs off that loud pedal, but it is getting racy here with 2 laps to go. Reynolds right there. Here comes Watson as the white flag's in the air. Can Vitale fight off the Hornets behind him? Vitale, final time down the backstretch. Into turn 3. No, he doesn't protect. He goes to the outside. But big run. He holds off Dino to win heat race number 2. Watson, Christopherson, your top 4. Banks, Barker, Thomason, Elsie, and Bond round out the field. Stick around. We'll be right back. The Gears Unlimited 358 Modified A main coming up next.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
We are back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Not a lot of time left to play here in warm-ups. Almost feature time as drivers get set to go out here and battle wheel to wheel for 30 laps in Georgia at the Lanier National Speedway. Let's get ready to take a look at tonight's starting lineup. To go play for your Gears Unlimited 358 Modified A main, and tailing the field, row 9 to the top shelf, the 01 of Derek Bond, to the inside, the 207 of Terry Walters. Row 8 to the top shelf, the 027 of Ryan Elsie, to the inside, the 390 of Mike Brewer. Row 7 to the top shelf, the 06 of Scott Thomason, to the inside, the 015 of the Missile, Mike Stryker. Row 6 to the high side, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast. Jeff Barker to the inside, the 006 of the Doc. Mike Watson. Row 5 to the top shelf, the 76 of the Hot Shoe. Ryland Banks to the inside, the 099 of Billy Roberts. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 051 of Putt Putt. Clay Christofferson to the inside, the 066 of the Strut, Mike Weeda. Row 3 to the high side, the 23 of Bart William Watson, to the inside, the 35 of Harold Klump. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds. To the inside, the 66 of Chad Lackey. Row 1 to the outside, the 213 of Michael Vitale. And starting on the pole, the 007 of Sammy B. Sam Bachman. As the Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off, we look to the sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Your A main is underway. Bachman right away trying to send it up to the outside, almost 3 wide. No, we are 3 wide for P2. Dino says, come get you some. That 79 going high and wide on the outside. Move Dino up the P2 at the line. But we've got cars going around in the back. Big stack up. No caution flag waves yet. Barker trying to turn it around. He's going to have to tow it. He does. Tough break. Man, I thought we'd get a caution flag there for sure. That is tough. But meanwhile, we race on, and Chad Lackey takes the point. Now we get the caution flag. So we have 2 sets there. So this had nothing to do with that first one. So the first one, apparently to iRacing, was not caution worthy. Let's see this here. Gonna clip that inside wall. Yeah, I've done that a time or two. Yeah, and I would say big stack up middle of the corner. I mean, if the other one wasn't caution worthy, this has to be. iRacing maybe agrees, and man, tough shot there for, you see Bond gets a piece of it. Banksy, Terry Walters. I mean, that is, that's a rough one here to kick off your night. But I do say kick off your night because we got plenty of racing left. And look at that. I didn't even watch it happen. Pittsburgh, 1 shot, 1 goal. Come get you some, Philly. Come get you some. Feel trying to tighten up here pretty quick. So to me, that tells, yeah, okay, we caught a glimpse there. Lights are off on the Steve King Foundation pace car. As the 007, he takes a look to that sky. That green flag's pretty high. Let's light them up and watch some dirt fly. We're back underway here at the Lanier National Speedway. Stacking up in the back one more time. Terry Walters able to straighten it out, keep her rolling. Close call. That was a close call. Billy Roberts blinking a little bit as well. But let's go back up here. Watch the battle for the lead. Dino trying to make it a three-way. Man, that 79 wants to play, but so does Vitali. Now he's back on the outside. Remember when he was shoved down there on the bottom? Nowhere to go. Well, now Vitali got to the top rung here of the ladder, and he is looking to climb. Man, he gets it. Steals P3 at the line, and now Chad Lackey says, let's go. You're telling me the top shelf is ripping, ready to roar? Let's go play. Thin air up there, though, as Bachman somehow masterfully making the inside work. But I'm telling you, I love Sammy. I absolutely love me some 007. But, man, that bottom's going away, Sammy B. You better turn up the broadcast, open them ears, get to that outside. He shuts the door. They're at the end of the straightaway, but Lackey's going to come with a big enough run one of these times, and he ain't going to lift out of that. He's going to give you a shove. And speaking of lifting out of it, Dino middle three wide. What does he do? Putt-putt on the top shelf, the strut on the bottom. Mike Weida running out of room, but he's trying to fight, claw himself back underneath the 66. Can't will that thing there, though, and he's got to stay in P7 for now. But there's a three wide behind as we got a car around. One more time. Believe it's the 6 of Scott Thomas, and that's what's that is what the software is saying anyway. And yeah, just goes up, clips the wall in front of LZ. LZ couldn't do anything. I mean, he's going to bump him there. No time for the 027 to react. Anxious to see if LZ thinks he's got to make the trip down pit road, and I guess not. He feels like it's okay. I couldn't tell how hard the shot was on the right front, but these things are finicky, so not something you necessarily want to deal with as Pittsburgh on the penalty kill here. We got 47 seconds left. No big deal. I mean, we're Steel City, brother. We're tough. We're built for killing penalties. Apparently, we aren't built for the power play. This series. It's been a rough go when we're a man up. That doesn't make sense. Bachman choosing the bottom here. It must not be bad enough on the bottom to where he's going to go up and shut it down up top. But, man, I'm thinking it's getting there. Green flag waves. We're back underway. Oh, my gosh. 4 wide. Dino on the outside. Nowhere to hide. In that 79, we do it again. Oh, boy, is it going to work. Banksy on the bottom. The 76. Looking for some snacks down there, man. There is some cookies. A couple chocolate chips down there real low if you can get the left rear. But boy, oh boy, he's fighting, clawing to move up the racetrack. Coming out of 4, he hits the strut. Harold Klump gets the worst of it. We're bouncing, we're beating, we're banging. Somehow we stay green. Mike Weida. He's going to lose a lot of spots here. Back to P13. Not so lucky here for that 6 machine. He is going to want to get back towards the front. Vitali up to P2 in that 213. He is working that inside. I thought it would be top shelf. Becoming dominant, and these guys proving me way wrong. Inside, clearly the place to be here late. As man, putt-putt, he was able to work by Lackey, but Lackey crisscross applesauce, works back down to the bottom. Clay Christopherson gonna have to defend here. William Watson maybe looking for a twofer here if those guys get too racy. Here comes the 23, but Bachman, he's got some company. Michael Vitali's knocking. Look, he just waved. I mean, Vitali just waved. You must have saw the light up there on the camera. He's coming. Is that battle heating up a little further behind once again? Oh, no! There it was! I told you he was coming! Contact! Vitali takes the point! Buckman falls back to 6. Oh, you wanted a battle? We got a battle! Gloves are off here in Lanier! 10 laps to go. Can Vitali hold on and steal the show? Dino, he's got a great view of what's going on. Almost 4 wide in front of him. William Watson going to the outside. Oh boy, putt-putt, here he goes. Working that middle, here comes the 51. Side by side, door to door, wheel to wheel. Who is gonna break? Vitali moves, putt-putt up the. You got fenders, bro. I mean, you got those Nerf bars. You gotta use them sometime. The 213 moving the 051 up the racetrack. Clay says, well, okay. Oh, no, contact. He gets hit from behind. We're stacking them up. We stay green. Bachman gets the worst of that, and you can see what Clay was going to do. Tired of being used up, was going to go in there, and he was going to give it back to him. But man, oh man, when he gives it back to him, William Watson, not enough time to check up. He gives him a shunt there, and it creates a huge stack up. And the man who led the first half of the race has fallen back to P11. I mean, now 12th. It is just getting worse for the 007 as he is running out of time, and we are running out of laps. 3 to go here at Lanier. Michael Vitali just wants this thing to stay green. These guys keep racing hard behind. We may get that caution. Side-by-side battle for second. Lackey trying to work underneath. Lap car gets up to the outside. Vitali goes around. We get that white flag. We've got one more flag to go. Vitali looking to bring this thing home. Little bump for the lead there with the 007 and gave him the old bump and run to steal the win. At Lanier, Michael Vitali back in victory lane. We're 3 wide there for 4th coming across the line. What a battle. Vitali takes the win. Putt-putt P2. Chad Lackey rounding out that bottom step of the podium. As boy, oh boy, 213, he may be, feeling a little bullied right now, but he's the one holding the checkered flag at the end of this thing. The 213 celebrates with the fireworks as we go back. Let's rewind this show. This one's so much longer. If I could show you guys my screen here. When people enter low in 3 and 4 on this software, okay, it says they're entering pit road. And every time a driver does that, I get a gray box in my software here. So it was such a long scroll to go up there. Let's find... I have a camera here. Yeah, we do. We'll take a peek here and look for a man out of Stittsville, Ontario. Driver of the 66, Chad Lackey. Not there yet, so I guess we'll hit the vape once or twice. Now we get the man up here. Let's go ahead, pull him up, and boy, oh boy, Chad. I mean, what can I say, man? That it got racy there, and then with about 7 or 8 to go, there was contact in front of you, and that kind of spoiled what you were able to do. I mean, the best you could have possibly got at that point without a caution was P2. But I mean, at the end of the day, you nurse this thing home and bring it on the podium. Not easy to do after that boxing match, man. Talk to us about it.
No, that was a good race tonight. I usually don't do this open setup races usually, so it's kind of different being out here with these guys doing this. So yeah, it's always good to park it up on a podium. I thought I had the car tonight to get it done, but just track position, you needed it here. It's really just a single file track, and I was just on the outside every start. So yeah, I just needed to get down to the inside, but I didn't really want to do that and take someone else's line away until maybe I had the room to get down. I tried, like once Clay got by me there, I knew there was a gap, so that's when I tried moving back down under him, trying to cut under him again, try and get that back. But yeah, I didn't want to mirror drive anyone tonight, especially when I'm not even running for points. I just wanted to, play it safe. And yeah, it's just unfortunate that I think there was 2 wrecks in front of me. I think the first one I tried to punch the throttle to try and because I saw a gap and like I either hit the brakes and I get involved or I try and punch through and. There was a gap there. I just missed it, and sorry for saying there for getting into him, but I honestly had nowhere else to go. And for the other one, that was just I think Clay got sideways. I think someone turned him and then got sideways in front of me, and I woke up. I definitely let off the throttle, but I didn't want to hit the brakes too hard because that just kills your momentum. And yeah, just unfortunate that happens. Just racing deal, in my opinion. But
a 1,000% racing deal. Yeah, because I mean, you hit the nail on the head there. Clay kind of gets into the back of your leader. William gets him, and I mean, it's your interstate car crash, is all that was. Yeah. I mean, for how you guys, for. Basically what you said, and I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I did want to hint or ask you, I should say, because I said at the beginning of the race, Chad, I said it the opposite. I really did think it would be bottom early, then go to the top, but it seemed like, you had mentioned it was line dependent. Did you feel that? And when did the switch happen? Because I noticed there on the opening restart, you wanted to be on the outside there for, I want to say, maybe 10 laps, and then all of a sudden, it made the switch to the bottom, and I didn't see it going that way. Did you know it was going to go back to the bottom?
Honestly, I think it was bottom the whole time. When I was in warm-ups there, my fastest lap was bottom. So, yeah, I knew it was bottom at the start. There was maybe a little bit at the top. I would say maybe.
Well, yeah, and two, that's bottom with being able to float up and touch the wall. If you got that guy on the outside of you, not much. That's what I meant by, you could kind of the outside. You were still enough to defend there the first couple laps, but then it just seemed like that went away.
Yeah, you didn't want too much stagger running that track tonight. I was a little loose on the top, in my opinion. Car definitely. I need to pull some more stagger out, but. Honestly, with these setups, it just wouldn't allow me, so I had to run what I could, and yeah, we'll take a P3, honestly.
Yeah, man. Like you say, that's a hell of a run. So, dude, congrats to you and the gang there. But you got anybody you want to thank before we get out of here?
Billings Motorsports, Yurishi Media, Tommy Guns Customs, yourself, Shaggy for doing the broadcast, everyone at Coast to Coast behind the scenes. Gears Unlimited, Billy Roberts, gotta thank him for coming on board and sponsoring the race, and all the boys in Discord. And just want to say hi to anyone watching. Hope you enjoyed the race.
Well, hey, hell of a run, man! Congratulations on the podium. Hopefully, I'm talking to you again soon, Chad.
Thanks, Shaggy.
Chad Lackey, bringing home P3, and now we're gonna bring up with the only other man here sitting in the Discord section. Doesn't look like we're gonna get a putt sighting here, but we do have your race winner, Michael Vitale, man. And it was one of those things, you're racing hard. You were definitely, I think I had said it, you're probably the quickest car on the racetrack. You're able to work that inside. You kept reeling him in, and you get to him. There's a little bit of contact, and brother, you walked away with this thing, man. That was a hell of a job. Congrats on the big win. How are we feeling?
Well, I'm not feeling good because I really didn't want to tap Sam like that. I felt like I ruined his race. My intentions were just to stay on his bumper till a couple of laps in the race. he went in just a little slower. And you know how it is. You got to stay aggressive at the same time. I don't want to just lock the brakes up. I tried to drag the brake a little bit, lifted. I got him. I don't know if you've seen. I think it was Chad, but not on purpose. But then he got in between us, and we just kind of bounced off each other. But I don't want to lock him up and cause a big wreck behind me. I feel really bad that what happened to Sam, because Sam was fast, and my intentions were not to get his bumper. So I apologize to him. It's it's one of them wins you like, but you don't like. You know what I mean?
No, and Mike, that's why I said it the way I said it, because, okay, first off, it's no secret. I'm friends with those guys, but I like to consider maybe we're not the best friends, but I don't have a problem with you. You're always nice. And, brother, it's one of those things I think, like, I will call it how I see it. If I think you drove through somebody and wrecked them, I'll say it. It's not going to hurt my feelings. And, you could tell, did you give it back to him? No, obviously not, because he gets a little squirrely. Then you got 4 or 5 people behind you. But brother, you didn't, you didn't drive through him. You didn't, steer up through him. I could have, I've seen a lot worse out of a bunch of people. So, don't beat yourself up too bad about that one. Obviously he's going to be upset about it. It stings, but man, you're racing for the win. And, these are, dude, let's just say the truth, man. These are effing hard to come by. So, when you're there and you got a quick car, you got to go for it. And, man, you made the move. You got the win. So, be proud of it, brother. Congrats. Who you want to thank?
I want to thank Billy over Gears Unlimited, my teammate, all my teammates, Terry, Randy, Jake, my brother Junior, you for putting it on, broadcasting for us, coast to coast, for giving us a place to race week in, week out, and most importantly, my wife for letting me do this day in and day out.
Well, hey, man, like you say, enjoy it. I've seen a lot worse. So, like I say, maybe not your best moment, but man, sometimes that's the way you got to do it. It comes down to one lane, and man, you got it done. Hell of a job, brother. I
appreciate it.
Michael Vitale brings home the win and ends up in your Gears Unlimited 358 modified victory lane. And with that, we take a short break here, and we come back with a little Rebel sprint car action coming up next on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
We're back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. William Watson actually just joined in. So I have two Watsons. 6 cars in the field here for your Rebel Sprint Car Series. I would think right now only going to be one heat race. Let's see, we got anybody out there writing? Yeah, we got Uncle Ron out there. We got Josh. Apparently he's drinking some of Bart's beer. We got Devin out there. Got Stacy out there watching. Not too sure how long they'll wait. I think I could be wrong, but I think it's 7:45. We have to wait until. I don't think it's 7:30. I'm almost certain it's 7:45. So that's why I was in no super hurry to kind of throw that over. You probably watched the video if you even watched it. What, it would have went like 2.5 times, something like that. Joseph Groom just joined in, so now we're up to 7 drivers. Still should all be in this session, though, so if anybody would go out on the track, we would hear it. Yep, everybody. Just sitting on pit road, it's quiet. We got Derek Bond pulling out there. I absolutely love this paint, but I have no idea why he needs to go into trading paints, take it off the sim stamp number paint, and just have the custom paint. 'Cause he's got the 01 on there twice. I mean, unless it's... I seriously doubt that's supposed to be on there twice. I mean, maybe. I wish some of the kids at McGruben would put their numbers on that many times. How small some of those kids put that nonsense. Steve Bixler joined up. That's 8. It is 7:45, so I would assume we're going to roll this thing. It's nice. We're going at a brisk pace. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love doing this, but I would like to be like Trevor, you know, and just be watching the game right now, because that is, I'm going to be honest with you, that's exactly what I'm doing at the second. Just waiting for these guys to advance here. Let's ride along with one of them. Who do we got? Who are we riding with? Jeremy Christensen. Up top, starting to rim ride here. Mixer out on the racetrack. I know what's going to happen here. Now I'm going to leave my mic off the push to talk. I'm going to unplug it here. And I'm going to walk over. I have a mini fridge near me. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm committed. I'm up. I'm going to grab this drink. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I was going to get up. That they would decide to advance that thing. It looks like I don't hear any cars running yet, so it doesn't seem like anybody in the car. There we go. We got one. Jeremy Christensen rolling around. He'll be the first lap time we see. I want to go to TV3. Normally I zoom in a little bit here, but qualifying, I'm interested to see what kind of line we're in. Okay, so he's running the middle the whole way around. He's going to do it lap 2 as well. See Mike Watson. He's a little higher than Christensen. Now, today when I qualified, I did get the pole in the afternoon race. Not that that does anything, but it was the bottom. It was the quickest there early on. Let's see what Steve Bixler does. He was in that race. He's running a little lower. Going to be P3. Not bad there for the mare. Let's see what Joseph Groom has. He's going to be the final time. He is your 8th and final driver. His lap 1, P7. Looking for a little more here. 11.808. Comes across the line. He improves with an 11.616. Or no, 7.73, excuse me. He jumps up to P6. 6.16 is Bond. I need to learn how to read. But there you see it. Your 8 drivers have put in a time. Christensen, Watson, Bixler, Kemper, Bond, Groom, Bowman, and Mike Watson I guess, yeah, I'm going to need to say William Watson and Mike Watson. I'll need to differentiate here. Not used to William coming in, playing in the winged cars. Take a look here at the starting lineup. For your Rebel Sprint Car, one and only heat race, eight laps here at the Lanier National Speedway. Row 4 to the high side, the 006 of the dock, Mike Watson. To the inside, the 9 of Isaac Bowman. Row 3 to the high side, the 110 of Joseph Groom. To the inside, the 01 of Derek Bond. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 016 of Jeremy Christensen. To the inside, the 23 of William Watson. And row 1. For heat race number 1, to the top shelf, the 75 of the Mayor, Steve Bixler. And starting on the pole, the 181. My teammate, Jeffrey Kemper. Oh, I saw Chad said he was trying to load in there. Yep, must have missed it. That stinks. Definitely stinks there, Chad. But that's the rules. 'Cause yeah, they even, like say, well, I mean, normally I never say anything, but I definitely would like to watch this hockey game, and they even hung out a little longer than they needed to. Now, I think the earliest the next race can go is 8:15. So we'll have to see. As the green flag waves, heat race number 1 is underway. Bixler. Oh, got it strapped up. Big run on the outside. Kemper shut the door late. Almost some contact. Maybe was some contact. But Kemper holds on, and Jeremy Christensen now in the 1-6, trying to look a little low here. What can he do? Big move, slide job there on the Mayor. Going to park it up there in front of the 75. Move the 1-6 up to P2. Here comes Isaac Bowman downstairs. Tippy-toeing in that 9 machine. Oh, boy. Mayor gave him plenty of room there. Bowman, though, going to keep it downstairs. Bixler. Gonna have to fall in line this time. Car goes around heavy. That's the dock. Mike Watson, big shot there for the 006. And William Watson, he pulls down pit road. He may have been involved in that, but we've got a new leader. Contact there going into 3. Kemper ran over the left rear of the 1-6, and now Jeremy Christensen looking to pull away, crack the loud pedal, but Isaac Bowman here, slide job. Oh my gosh, and now the Mayor, he's got to watch out there. That was a close shave as you see the 1-6 come back down the racetrack there for that undercut, but Christensen back to the point. 1 lap to go this time by. Here comes Bowman one more time. Christensen looking to come back underneath, but Bowman's going to shut the door, slam it in his face. Final time off of 4. Isaac Bowman wins your heat race. Christensen, Bixler, Groom, Kemper, Bond, Mike Watson, and William Watson round out the field. Stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
We are back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Almost time for your Rebel Sprint Car 8 main, where 8 drivers get set to go play here at the Lanier National Speedway. Top 5 drivers, depending on their incident limit right now for the season, are eligible to go race in the Renegade Sprint Car A main. Anxious to see how this one goes, but it's almost time. Shut down the scoreboard. Let's get ready to take a look. It's a Rebel Sprint Car starting lineup. To go play at the Lanier National Speedway for your Rebel Sprint Car A main. And your starting lineup looks a little something like this. Row 4 to the tippy top, the 23 of Bart William Watson. And starting on the inside, the 006 of the Doc, Mike Watson. Row 3 to the high side, the 01 of Bond, Derek Bond. To the inside, the 181 of Jeff Kemper. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 110 of Joseph Groom. To the inside, the 75 of the Mayor, Steve Dixon. And row 1 for your Rebel Sprint Car A main, to the outside, the 016 of Jeremy Christensen. And starting on the pole, the 9 of Isaac Bowman. As the drivers roll into 3, they'll watch that Steve King Foundation pace car pull off. They look to the Georgia sky. The green flag's high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Your A main is underway. Drag race there into 3, but it's won by Bowman. Christensen trying to make it work on the outside. Meanwhile, here comes Kemper, working the bottom under the 110 of, now we got some contact here in the back. Green flag waves. We continue. Somehow, some way, I don't know how. I mean, the yellow flags tonight at Lanier have been kind of wild. We're not getting them here, even with multiple car incidents. That's a tough break. That's not how the Doc wanted to kick this one off. William Watson, he's going to be in recovery mode as you see him trying to work to the inside of Derek Bond. Bond not putting up much of a fight there, lets him roll on by. The man in that final top 5 transfer spot is Joseph Groom in the 110, and he's gone. Over those other guys, Isaac Bowman, he doesn't have a play date. He's bored. He is just, he's kicking the sand around in the box, just walking away. About a 2/10, 3/10 a lap. It's just picking them up and putting them down. Here for this 9 machine is, a little battle's starting to heat up a little bit here behind. You can see Christensen not too far behind him. We got the Mayor and Kemper, Jeff Kemper, rolling that bottom, trying to get the 181 to move. But it may be time to, try that middle. The problem is, that middle top. But the problem is, you can see Steve's there. So, what's he going to do? He's forced to go to the bottom, forced to try to find something on the inside and make it work. Second, third, and fourth here under the blanket. Let's go back. Now William. Okay. That isn't a battle for position. Groom, though, driving it in deep. He is He is really sliding this racetrack. I don't know how long those rear tires are going to hold up. You know, if they're going to get upset with him, how that handling is going to be here late. But man, he is in full go mode. That is for sure. As Kemper takes the final step of the podium. Now Bixler working back to the inside. The mare gets a little sideways. He's got to crack off that loud pedal here. Give himself time to save it. Oh, boy. Man, it is getting slicked up down there on the bottom. Bixler says, I got to go back upstairs. As Kemper still nursing it down there on the inside. Just, oh, now he comes up, kisses the outside wall. There's one mistake. Don't want to have any mistakes. And look at Bowman, man. The man out front as we inch closer to halfway. We will see the cross flags this time by. 15 left to play. He is just, I mean, he is backing it down. Left rear on the inside. Just milking the cow here. But looky, looky. Jeremy Christensen, here he comes. Christensen starting to reel in your leader. Not a lot, but every now and then he's been reeling him in. You see him, I mean, that run off of 3, if he could run a mix, it looks like it's maybe bottom 1 and 2, top 3 and 4. Because, I mean, look at this run. Christensen going to pull it to within a second as the yellow flag waves. Yellow flag waves. I believe it was for Mike Watson. Let me see here. Yeah, I guess it didn't like him slowing down there. It didn't look too bad. I mean, if I'm... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. My live button doesn't want to work. Because I didn't refresh SDK in between races. So bear with me here for just a second. Because that will keep happening and we're going to have to do interviews and stuff. So let me just do a quick little refresh here. See, that pops back up on the screen. My apologies. Let's go over here to SDK. Let's refresh. Driver Zach Chapman could not be found. You have got to be kidding me. We just got oh my gosh, the overlay went out. You have got to be kidding me. SDK has software problems. They just hit me with a, would you like to go to the servers? Okay, now it worked. Phew. Hopefully it was a quick issue. As Isaac Bowman, let's get up here to the front. You see a little bit of contact there in the back. That led to someone turning around. Now it says driver name Zach Chapman found in the SDK gaming roster. This application will close as Zach Chapman is non-authorized. Really, this is not making any sense for me. It was working all night. I'm going to Discord. We've got to look at this. So they're on lap 23 this time by. And my controller is not going to work. This is crazy. And then it's not wanting to work on that. Yeah, so I can't even hop around. I've got to use these iRacing buttons. You've got to be kidding me. Jeremy Christensen here. Make this go away, at least. I'm going to keep trying to get SDK to work. See, coming to 5 to go this time by on lap 26. So let's see. Does it work? No, it's not, dude. Okay. I'm going to have to look into this here. Thank God we're going to have a little bit of a break here after this one. because we're going to have to wait till 8:15, so I am going to have to do a lot of homework here, a lot of checking. But, dude, battle for the lead heating up, and it's a shame I got to keep this screen up. Christensen right there, reeling in Isaac Bowman. Now we got a big centipede. Joseph Groom there running P3, but Christensen right there. Final time around. What move does he make? Bowman shuts the door. Checkered flag waves. And it's Isaac Bowman bringing home the win. Christensen and Joseph Groom, your top three. Now this is where, okay. So I'm not going to make these guys wait forever, but we're going to pause this here. And this will be of the downtime where I try to fix this nonsense, because this stinks. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, so let's see something here. Now, is it popping up now? I actually think it is. Dude, SDK is insanity. Happens though, because, well, you know, God love them. I love them. I really do. I love their product. No, I can't freaking rewind back though. But they are in England, so obviously a little different time frame, and this is their nighttime. They're cool with doing server work and stuff, and well, I mean, this is when we're here in the States, but hey, you win some, you lose some. Let's see if we can get a word here. The man who brought home P3, I believe. Final results, because I didn't even have the. Yeah, Joseph Groom. Alrighty, man, not the way I would have liked that to look. Is they had a great battle there come down to the end, but man, I'm panicking trying to figure out which way is up, which way is down. While these guys were throwing bombs, man. Groom, you started to reel them in, and I didn't give that the call it deserved because, well, my overlay software went out with a quick, I guess they had servers down wherever they do that, and then they came right back here during interview time when I got to reset it again. So I was scrambling, man, but it looked like, collapse, and you're going to be right there. You're throwing some deep sliders, reeling them in, but just kind of ran out of time. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, I ran out of time, chose the wrong gear. Rookie mistakes. Figure it out next time.
Yeah, do you think you learned anything that you can carry over here into the Renegade race? I mean, top 5 are eligible, so it looks like you should be able to come play if you want to.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how the track progresses. Should have definitely loosened it up. I was way too tight for there at the end, so we'll see what happens.
Well, hey, man, you bring home that P3. Heck of a job. Congrats on the podium finish. Who you want to?
Gotta thank you for the broadcast and Coast to Coast for letting us come out here and play. That's all.
Well, hey, man, like you say, congratulations. Dates here. We'll be rooting for you.
Yep.
Joseph Groom coming home P3, and now we bring up the man who, well, just ran out of time. Jeremy Christensen, man, you were starting to reel him in here, but it's just one of those things where if you had 35, he'd be talking to you after, man, but he's able to shut the door, hold you off. But at the end of the day, great run, man, coming home P2. How are we feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Ran out of time, but ran out of gas.
I was wondering that. Fun. I didn't know if it was, oh man, I'm ticked off. Blaming the brakes there coming out of 1 and 2, but it looked like, yeah, that thing immediately kind of faced. Is that what happened? You ran it absolutely dry?
Yeah, I came with about 100 feet to go to the start-finish line. I ran out of gas, and man, I was trying to conserve fuel throughout the race. I underfueled it, and I I knew it at the beginning, and I was like, man, I should have put another gallon in. And then so I started running the high side to see if it was there. And I was like, no, I got to run a little bit lower, try to save some gas. And I thought I saved enough to get to the end and made it interesting nonetheless. It was fun, man. Isaac drove his ass off, so.
Playing in the Renegades here, top 5 get to go.
That's the plan. I'll jump over there and see what we can do tonight, so. And,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 5 extra laps, so make sure we put a little bit more fuel in that thing. But, man, hell of a job. You look good tonight. Great P2 finish. Who you want to thank?
Oh, well, thank you, Zach, for putting this on and broadcasting, and thank you, host, for the league and what they do and trying to keep racing clean and fun. And that's about it, man. Thank my wife for putting up with me playing sim racing here, so.
Yeah, man, never forget that one. That one's the most important. Hell of a job, brother. Good luck here in the Renegades.
All right, thanks, man. You have a good one.
Jeremy Christensen bringing home P2, and now we get to talk to the belle of the ball here, Mr. Isaac Bowman. Boy, oh boy, man, I don't know if you run with that mirror, but you were walking the dog there for a while, and then, I mean, he was coming at the end, but he ran out of time. Isaac, how are we feeling, brother? Look good tonight.
Thank you. I'm finally getting that first one under the belt. As that race kept getting on, kept going, I knew I had a good amount of lead. Then that caution came out. I kept hitting that one on turns 1 and 2. I was really sitting there spinning, seeing him, heard him really more than I really seen him coming around the top. I knew he'd get up, he was going to stay around me, and I didn't have a chance.
Yeah, it seemed like, that strip that you were talking about, it was starting to go away, and obviously the caution flag, none of there kind of restacks everyone. But I mean, did you think you were going to be as dominant as you were there? Is this a track you like? Because I mean, I was watching you there in the early stages, rope that inside. Obviously, there are other guys going to try to imitate that, but man, nowhere you were able to. Is that something that you're able to do here often?
I usually run the middle, honestly. Once it slicks off, I love when tracks slick off. Feel like that's when the guys really come to the front. I never qualified, tried to run the top qualifying, nothing. And far in the back during a heat probably helps. I can move around, found something on the bomb, and just went through practice and just kept running that line. And it kind of just came to me. I don't ever really run the bomb. I kind of just like ripping around the top, actually.
Well, hey, man, we should have a higher car count here in the Renegades, obviously, I would think. So maybe that top side will open up a little bit and you'll get to rip upstairs. Do you plan on
Yeah, I'll definitely come out. I mean, have nothing to lose. Try and stay out of the guys' way that's running for points, but definitely come out here and run, that's for sure.
Well, hey, man, hell of a job. This first win, brother. I know what it means. Enjoy it. So congratulations. Who you want to?
I want to thank you, that's for sure. Get to go back and watch the replay. Infamous Raceworks, and then Spencer Bowman. He just proposed his girlfriend, so hell yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's awesome, man. Hopefully you get to show one more time. Good luck here in the Renegades.
Appreciate it.
Isaac Bowman bringing home the win, and we fumble his first win with the crappy race graphics. I can't believe it did that. And then all of a sudden, you see it on your screen. I own SDK again, so it was pretty cool how I didn't own it for about 7 minutes. I never did anything. Clicking the button, opening it, clicking the button, opening it. But either way, it's 8:15. We take a short break, and we'll be back with your JRB Sprint cars here at the Lanier National Speedway. Stick around.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors.